So I'm here with Casey, my amazing assistant, and we're chatting, and the topic right now is resistance. What I want to share today is the first tenet in living an always on purpose life. There are 5 tenets. This one is the first one. Let's imagine that all the emotions, all the feelings you could ever experience in the world could be mapped on a spectrum. And let's say the highest, most positive, good feeling you could ever have is here at the top. Bliss, walk into the white light. And then every positive emotion you can have coming down and decreasing to neutral. And then all the way down to depths of despair, can't even get out of bed, right? So every positive and every negative emotion you can have is on the spectrum. So in the middle, there is the very clear distinction of neutral. It's neither positive or negative, but it makes distinct the two. What I believe to be true is everybody wants to hang out here more often. And everything we do and everything we want, everything we're up to, everything we strive for, we assume it's going to get us up here. People come to coaches, people go to therapy, people want love, people want more money because they think it's going to get you up here. But we can make this really simple, because I'm going to share with you a secret that once you understand what makes all of this happen, it makes this really easy. The only reason we ever dip below neutral, believe it or not, it's not the conditions out there. It's not that person, it's not that boss, it's not that amount of money. What causes us to dip below neutral is simply us being in our now moment, dealing with what is, being in what is, and then the moment you resist what is, boom, you drop below neutral. Every negative feeling or every negative emotion, a distinct negative emotion, you can think of it as a resistance increasing in intensity. So anytime we are experiencing any negative emotion, it's simply because we're pushing against what is. That's it. And now how many things do we push against that we don't need to be pushing against? That you can't even change. But it's just the sheer resistance itself that keeps you below neutral. For example, how many times have you been stuck in traffic, and it's horrible commuter traffic, particularly if you're going from Sunnyvale to Berkeley at 5 p.m. at night, and you're just, you're so over it. Well, the reality is you can't do anything about it, and the only reason you're negative is because you're pushing against it. You're resisting what is. What is that there's traffic. What is you're sitting in that car. That's just what is. Can you change it? No. Can you pull over? Sure. Is that going to get you home? No. But can you do anything about it? No. So should we resist it? No. But by resisting it, boom, we're frustrated. We're angry. We're exhausted. All of these things we do to ourselves when if we just recognize it's a simple resistance to what is that drops us below neutral, that's enough, usually, to go, oh, I don't need to do that. And then you pop up. Now, this is really important, a side note that everybody needs to know. Because oftentimes I'll get, makes so much sense, great. But are you advocating, are you saying that in order to live the good life, I just have to become a doormat and just accept mediocrity and crappy, intolerable conditions? Okay, yeah, that makes no sense. And to that, I say, not at all. Think of it this way. You can either do something about it or you can't. For the things you can't do anything about, like the weather, like traffic, it really does not serve you to push at all. That we get. But for the things that you're not totally clear on, if you can do something about, resistance in your equation about that thing is not serving you at all anyway. It's kind of like this. Here is a heavy water bottle. I could hold this out and have this conversation with you both right now, just like this. But I'm pretty aware of this water bottle. There's a lot of resistance in holding this up. And I could try to have a really clear conversation with you. But as long as I hold this out, it's not going to be all that helpful. And the longer I hold it out, the less and less effective I'm going to be here, because this becomes even more annoying. This is resistance. And when we're pushing against something that we don't like, we're just holding this out, keeping valuable bandwidth, resources, emotional and mental, available to us to solve that problem. So there you have it. The most important tenet of living an always on purpose life is to drop the resistance to what is. This is Amy Wong. You are watching the Always on Purpose channel, the place to get tips, tricks, and perspective shifts on how to live, love, and lead always on purpose. We'll see you next time.
But like, that's perfect.
Okay. I firmly believe.
Keep going.
Okay.
I was.
Tips, tricks, and perspective shifts.
Yeah.